All right, we finally got a sunny day today, so I took the tarp off of my remaining cement packs, brought out the mixer over here, and last I left off I had poured the 2-foot by 2-foot foundation with the J-hook coming out in each hole. So this morning I came out, put the tubes on everywhere they should be, and lined them up as close as I could because they were a lot taller. And I put my laser level on the stone here and made one mark on each tube, and then came over to my workbench over here, and where that one mark was, I just went around the tube and made marks all around at that same distance from the top, because the new tubes are square. So I used my skill saw to cut all 3 tubes, came back over, put them back in the hole, and when they're cut down, now my lines, I can string them right to where I need to get centered. So I did that, and then got out, put some bracing. I cut 3 8-foot 2x4s so that I could use those for bracing. And once I got it centered, then I used a level on top to level it back and forth and side to side, and then screwed in screws into the bracing to hold the platform, or the sono tube. And I got that done for all 3 holes, and now that these are level and in place and ready to pour concrete, I did have to cut some rebar. So I just put my tape measure in each one, and I cut 3 pieces of rebar for this one, 3 for this one, and the other 3. So as I start to pour the cement, I can stick that rebar down in there, kind of move it around to make sure there's no air bubbles in there, and then these will stay in there to give it some foundation support and shearing from side to side. So I had to cut them about 1.5 inches below the top of the tubes. So those will go in as I pour the concrete. All these holes, we had so much rain. The rain had washed a whole bunch of mud and leaves and gunk in there, so I had to clean those out before I could put my tubes in. I blew the leaves out with my leaf blower over here, and then there was still so much mud in this one, I had to just scrape it out with my hand, and then I used some water to clear it out. So now it's kind of sitting on the clean foundation. So work release, I was supposed to have a big code release yesterday, but there was a delay on releasing, so they're releasing it today. So I have to take a break and go in and do code release. But now that I have my form set up and the rebar, when I come back out, the next step is to take some concrete, mix it up here, put it in my wheelbarrow, and bring it down there, and either, well, I'll have to undo my strings, but I'll either shovel it in, or I might get a bucket and just pour some in and make sure there's no air bubbles, and then make sure it's level on top. But this is our first sunny day in a whole week. We got a lot of rain from my last video. I captured that and how high the lake water is, but today is nice and sunny, so things are slowly drying out. I don't have a cement vibrator, so I'm going to try this muscle relaxer and see if it'll help vibrate all the cement down and take out any air bubbles. First one is done. Level to the top has the rebar in there. Now I'm just gonna rinse and repeat for 2 more. This one's gonna take a lot more cement, but this one will take less. So I started in the middle. But I'm happy with that. Now just to do 2 more. All right. The first 3 foundation piers for my new house are now poured. So that's exciting. And that took a lot more time and effort than I was expecting, but each one has a 2-foot foundation block with rebar in it, with a J rebar. And then each pillar also has 3 pieces of rebar for shear strength reinforcement. I might at some point, just because this is the tallest tower, I might fill some of this hole, because there's still about a foot left of hole that I could just put this dirt in. But I might put some more cement in there just to give this one a little more strength. The rain has washed away a lot of my purple marks, so I'm going to repaint those as much as I can. I can still see most of the outlines. This one held up pretty good, but these other ones I'm just going to repaint them so that I can still see them. Got to clean up some tools here. This cement mixer, oh man, it makes mixing cement so much easier. I can put 2 bags in here. It's in a wash cycle right now, so there's just water in there cleaning it out. I poured 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 bags today for the 3 piers, and then the footers I poured 12 bags. So 15 and 12 is 27 bags I've poured so far. I'm going to have to empty these out of my truck because keeping these dry was not easy. Fortunately, none of them got too soaked because I put that tarp on and then I parked on the hill, so any water that did get into the truck would come out this way. Some of the bags fell off of the stack onto the side on the tarp, so I was really worried about those ones. I used those ones first. But these ones here I'm going to stack with my other concrete over there under a tarp. But that is, I'm going to wash down my wheelbarrow because I don't want it getting heavy again. But that's 1/3 of the way done. I got 6 more to do. But I'm learning as I go. It's getting a little better. I've already got the batter bars up, so that's going to make pouring these next ones a little easier. The hard part is going to be finding time to dig holes when it's not raining, because we're supposed to get a whole bunch of rain this next week too. So I'm going to go ahead and clean up, and that's a wrap for today.